Good morning, everyone. My name is Stephen Authony, and this is Authony's Radio, where we're getting going. We're getting started. Everybody, this is episode number 1. Wow, here we go. So yeah, here we go. This is episode 1 of the podcast. I'm going to get into a little bit about what the podcast is going to be about a little bit later. But first, if you are watching this as a video on YouTube or wherever you are watching this, you can probably tell that it is not morning when I'm recording this. It's actually, what is it? It's 10:15 at night. I wanted to record these during the morning, so it could be like morning for me, and then on the morning that I actually post these, morning for you. But I tried that this morning. I was way too exhausted. So I'm doing it at night, a couple nights before the episode goes live, and that's what I'll be doing. Each week I'll be sitting down, recording myself talking about some things, and then you'll hear it a couple days later. So just to keep things fresh. I like making a bunch of content and then like having it go out like further and further into the future, but for this one I want to kind of stay relatively relevant, I suppose is the correct term I'm looking for. So I'll be recording it just a couple days before it goes out. So yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably a little bit confused because over the last year and a quarter, I'd say actually, I've been releasing a bunch of colorful videos. And what I mean by that is like, I'm a variety YouTuber, so my content is split into a bunch of different categories, and each category gets its own color. I have gaming, which is green, music, which is blue, live streaming, which is purple, writing, which is red, animation, which is yellow, and then there was orange. And for a while, orange had its own category called life, where I would like sit down in front of the camera, talk about what I thought about movies. I made a sitcom podcast that only had one episode for a good half a year. I tried some very gnarly food earlier this year, and I sat down in like February. It's like 2026. I sat down in February and I was like, I can categorize all of my gaming videos, all of my music videos, but like Authony's life is such an anomaly. Like no pun intended. It's its own thing, and none of the videos that I made in the orange category ever got like categorized or placed into playlists, or like it was really hard to keep that organized. So I figured I would dig into that and turn it all into one single category, and change it to Authony's Radio because I wanted to make a podcast that wasn't just one episode every half a year whenever I finished a new sitcom, but rather an episode a week where I do a bunch of random stuff. So that leads me to, what is this podcast about? What am I going to be talking about week by week? And let me tell you. So, Mondays at 6 a.m., you will get a new orange video, also known as Authony's Radio. It will be it will depend on the week, honestly, what the episode's going to be about. They won't be crazy different from my orange videos. It'll just be like more audio friendly, so you can just turn me on in a headphone and then click your phone off, assuming you have a good podcasting service. And assuming I'm on that podcasting service, I'm going to try to branch out. But yeah, Mondays at 6 a.m. They won't be much different from my like already existing orange videos, you know what I mean? They'll just be more audio friendly. I'll be talking about my projects, like what I'm working on right now, which is basically what this episode is. It's going to be what I'm working on for each color. So stay tuned if you want to hear about other colors later in this episode. I'm going to be continuing my sitcom tier list with a new sitcom later this month. I'm almost done with it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have a lot of time to watch TV, so it's been a while since the last Authony sitcom review, and I'm sorry about that, but I'll be getting to it. I might go back to talking about movies I've seen recently. I wouldn't mind talking about the Mario movie, for example, for an episode, because there's a lot to talk about with that. But I'll also be doing like vlogs, keeping the podcast format in mind. I'll be doing some behind the scenes content where I go like in the studio while I'm recording some music, perhaps, or working on an animation, perhaps, or writing a chapter of my book, perhaps. I don't know. And I will also try to do some challenge videos where I'm gonna put that in quotes actually. Do some challenge videos where I eat some strange things. I have another video idea that's very similar to the chip video I did, and if you didn't see that, it was me ranking literal chip flavors, where I went through like cheddar cheese, like a piece of cheddar cheese, a real life like dill pickle, like a shot of salt and vinegar. That was abominable. But I have another video idea akin to that one of my friends suggested, so I'm excited to get that one made. And yeah, that's pretty much the vibe of Authony's radio. So if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, whenever you see a video with like an orange border in the thumbnail, that's Authony's radio video, or like a real life video where it's just me sitting in front of a camera talking in a not live fashion. So if I'm doing an orange video every Monday morning, what does that mean for Thursdays? Because previously on my YouTube channel, I would do just a random video every Thursday. Well, every Thursday from now on will only be gaming. So I'm splitting up the categories. You get a two for one deal each week. So Thursdays at 6 p.m. will purely be gaming videos, and these gaming videos will include. I'm going to continue the Spore series because I really enjoy Spore. I just got it recently. I know I'm tardy to that party, but it's a really fun game so far, so I'm going to see where that takes me. A couple months ago, I was doing a Minecraft Skyblock randomizer shorts series with my friend Colby. I'm going to be continuing that, or I guess rebooting it in the horizontal format here pretty soon. Probably next week, actually, or this week. This week, because you're listening to this on Monday. So that'll be what that is. I want to go back to making more noob plays videos. I think I only did like what 4 of those. I did. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, throughout the year last year, I did like noob plays such and such video game where me being bad at video games tried these video games for either the first or like second or whatever time. Like I'm I'm playing these games and I'm bad at them. I did noob plays Bloons TD6. I did noob plays table tennis, Fortnite, and Five Nights at Freddy's. I want to do more of those because those seem to do pretty well. Particularly the Five Nights at Freddy's and the Fortnite one did pretty well. So I might, I think Five Nights at Freddy's 2 might be in order. So I'll probably get to that here soon. And beyond that, I might do some random gaming challenges with my friends. I might have some other wacky gaming ideas. I might be doing some more metal moments. That video also did pretty well, where it's just a compilation of random little clips that I got while I was playing games with my friends. Those seem to do pretty well. And of course, editing down my live streams into cute little watchable videos, so you're not sitting through maybe a half hour where I'm not speaking, watching a VOD. That includes the ongoing Minecraft series that I have, and perhaps other streams that I think are video worthy. But yeah, that's gaming. And speaking of live streams, I'm also going to be making changes to my live stream portion of my career, I suppose. So yeah, if you've been with me during 2025, you'll know that my live stream schedule has been less than consistent. You know what I mean? It's been a journey. It's been awesome. But this year it's been pretty consistent. I did stream all but 2 Saturdays, I think 2 this year. So that's been pretty cool. Yeah, this year I started streaming on Twitch. I got affiliated on Twitch, and I've gotten some very generous donations. So I've started making money finally in my career. I have started making some cash. But beyond that, I think I want to make one last set of changes to my live streaming schedule, and location. Ladies and gentlemen, I've realized in the last couple of weeks that I've been streaming on both YouTube and Twitch that I'm way more active with like, is that, is, do we need to fire my hairdresser? What is this? What is that? I can't. Oh, that's not attached to me. That's just kind of there. Okay. Sorry, audio listeners. I had a stray strand of hair. Let me get back to what I was talking about. So, I realized in the last couple of weeks that I've been streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I'm way more active with my Twitch audience, and that's because right now there's just more to do on Twitch, such as like stuff with channel points, stuff with voting. There's more people watching my Twitch streams than my YouTube streams. So, that said, for the foreseeable future, I will only be streaming on twitch.tv/Stephen Authony and authony.com/live because that's a thing. But yeah, it's just so I can only manage one chat and drive all my audience to one place, particularly the place that makes me money. So I'm going to do that. I have a lot to learn being affiliated now, such as like how to handle ad breaks and such, and like how I can know when an ad is playing for you so I can like stop what I'm doing for a little bit until the ad's over or like try my best. I don't know. But yeah, that so far is the plan. I'm just going to be streaming on Twitch every Saturday and every Sunday now at noon. That's right. I'm going back to streams both Saturday and Sunday. Every weekend day at noon. EST, Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time, depending on what time of the year it is. You'll be able to catch me on twitch.tv/Stephen Authony, at least for now, until I inevitably change my streaming schedule again, because that'll probably happen before the end of the year. Mark my words. All right, so next up, I would like to discuss the latest addition to my color-coded, career, and that would be animation. Earlier this year, I put out a 20-second clip of an owl flying through the sky, falling asleep, and then like gliding off into space because he was asleep. And that's the clip. That's the whole animation. It got a good chunk of views, and so here's the story behind that animation. I made that animation in my animation class because I'm taking one at the moment. And in taking this animation class, I have been super enthralled with the idea of creating these animations, even though I'm not a good artist. And even though I'm not a good artist, I think it's okay that I'm making these animations because I really think that owl animation came out really good. So, that said, I came up with the idea for an animated TV series that isn't really on TV but is on YouTube. An animated, like, YouTube cartoon series. And I want to start putting out episodes of that later this year, and I think I'll be able to. I have like 6 episodes planned out, but I want to get 12 episodes made before 2027. That is subject to change, though, because animation takes a while. It takes a while. It takes a while. It takes a while. So I'm going to be working on that for later this year. So more updates on that are coming soon. And another project with more updates coming soon that I'm working on as we speak. Not really as we speak, not in this specific moment, but like generally right now I'm working on this project. It's another EP. It's another musical project with 5 tracks. A track that's already out, my first love song came out on Valentine's Day, is on that EP, and it will be all yours this summer. I don't know exactly when yet, because I'm still working on it, and I got some other plans for it. But I'm thinking summer. It's a really summery type of vibe. I would argue it's actually like more of a spring vibe, but I mean, come on, spring and summer are basically the same thing, especially here in New England. So, I mean, hey, you know. So yeah, more details on that coming soon, and I would like to close off by talking about my writing category because, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a writer. It's actually what I'm in school for right now, and if you want to know how well that's going, I'm dropping out. in May. Actually, yeah, I'm getting done. But it's okay because I think I've learned enough to be able to make this book series. So I've already started releasing some chapters of this book series. This book series is called Anomalies, and it's like this multiversal tale about anomalies who go on adventures across the multiverse. Chapters 1 and 2 are out right now. You can read them on my Instagram at Stephen Authony, or you can read them on my website at authony.com/anomalies. And my plans are each book is going to be 10 chapters, but like book 1's going to be chapters 1 through 10, and then book 2 is going to kick off with chapter 11. So it's just going to be like this continuous book series that are just divided up into books. Does that make sense? So chapters 1 through 10 will be released all this year. Thinking the first Friday of each month, starting May 1st and then ending December 4th. So by the end of the year, you'll have the first book online, and then I'll be gearing up to hopefully publish a physical version probably next year. But this is just like to kind of get my foot on the ground with this whole book series. After that, it won't be a consistent every week, but whenever there's a new group of 10 chapters, those will release every week. So it'll be like seasons of a TV show pretty much, but not a year apart, hopefully. And for anyone like confused on what I'm like referring to, because like why would I be releasing all these chapters for free? It's because I'm a firm believer that entertainment should be free. At least my versions of the entertainment should be free. So all digital versions of everything I create will always be yours, all yours to consume. You can just have it. You can have it. I'm putting all this work in, you can have it. Especially because YouTube pays me anyway. Twitch pays me anyway. But in case those don't pay the bills later down the road, I will be selling physical versions of a lot of the stuff I'm doing for real life money. So digital versions of everything will be all yours. Whatever, you can do whatever you want with them. I even have a link on my website with my music on it where you can just download it for free. I'm giving you the piracy here. Because like I said, my animated series that I'm working on is going to be free on YouTube. My book series that I'm working on right now is free as we speak. You can read chapters 1 and 2. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the description of this video. If you can you type comments on Spotify or Apple Podcasts? I don't know. But you can also go to my Instagram where each chapter is out. But yeah, it's all free. You can have it. And it's always going to be free, you know? But I'll make my money other ways. Don't worry about me. You can just have it, and you can have a new chapter every month within 2026. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. All 6 things have some things that I'm working on. I am parched. I am out of water. So I'm just gonna get through the rest of this little episode. I don't know. I don't really have anything else that I particularly wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about this podcast, where it's going, and where the rest of the projects that I'm working on right now are going. We good? We awesome? Yeah, I think this podcast is gonna turn out well. There's some people I can interview. There's some people I could talk with on this podcast. Like, there's so many opportunities I can do with this podcast, and I'm really glad to be kicking this off today. So that said, thank you guys so much for listening / watching. I don't really know like what to say about that. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you next Monday on Authony's Radio. Have a good day. I don't want to go back. I don't want to find you. If I saw you with anyone, I don't know what I'd do. If you told me you were just friends, I don't think I could tell. I'm sorry, I'm just not good enough. I'm sorry, he's better. I'm sorry you don't miss what we had together. I'm sorry I'm hung up on someone who'd rather be hung upon anyone.